Well, the news that we've been waiting for over 15 months has finally arrived. God willing, on Monday, I believe 33 hostages will be released. Presumably, it seems like most of them, if not all of them, are alive. And immediately, the ramifications, the news spread really like thunder throughout the world, but especially within the Jewish people. And a reaction that perhaps was not surprising and maybe inevitable still seemed shocking. My wife's very good friend that has lived in Israel now for many years says that the country really is so tense, more tense than it was maybe in the past 15 months, because of the deep emotional and psychological and perhaps even halachic divide, which I won't get into here. Your heart says one thing and your intellect may say another, or vice versa. I don't have any answers, nor will I take any sides. The person who says that he or she has the perfect and right answer most certainly does not. On the one hand, how could we fathom the pain of the families who have been missing their loved ones in a torturous existence that we can't even comprehend? Babies, mothers, fathers, finally to be reunited with their families, which is what we've been praying for so long. On the other hand, the price is painful. The Israeli government even acknowledges that. Hundreds, thousands, out of whatever the number is, of terrorists being released, by the way, not only back into Gaza, but into Shomron, Yehuda, Samaria, and Judea, where there's tons of Jewish communities being just let loose, is certainly frightening. And we know that Sinwar was exchanged as part of the Gilad Shalit deal a number of years ago, and he was the mastermind of this whole thing. What's the right thing? I don't know. Here's a perspective, though, as I was struggling with this, and really it was giving me emotional pain, because I felt terrible and guilty that I wasn't celebrating and dancing for joy to align myself with the hostage families. Can you imagine what they're feeling? On the other hand, my head understood that this can be a disaster for the state of Israel on a broad scale. Is it speculative? I don't know. More likely than not, considering the history. These are just facts. On the other hand, how could we not rejoice with a full heart after all these months of waiting and praying and yearning? So I don't know. I don't have any answers. It's a very difficult situation, but here's one quote that I'll give you that really put things into perspective. Very powerful. I saw it on someone's WhatsApp status as it happened. Rabbi Berkowitz, the head of the yeshiva in Eshet Torah, had a meeting with the rabbis there, and this was the line that was quoted that was on the person's WhatsApp status, and I was scrolling through it, and I saw it, and I stopped, and it really hit me. Rabbi Berkowitz said, you know what the tragedy is? The great tragedy is not that this side is arguing and that side is arguing. The great tragedy is that we do not have the Urim V'Tumim to know which side is right. And that really blew me away. The Urim V'Tumim were the 12 stones that were on the breastplate of the high priest. The rabbis tell us that the stones lit up and illuminated when the Almighty was sending the Kohen, the high priest, a message. And if the Almighty wanted him to know something to convey to the Jewish people, a code lit up on the stones miraculously, and he knew what to do. And there was crystal clear clarity that he had and that the Jewish people had. We don't have that clarity anymore. That's the great tragedy. That we used to be able to know these things, and we would know what the right thing to do is, but now we don't know. And we just have to trust even more so that the Almighty is guiding us in a certain direction which we can't understand and can't fathom. That at least gave me a small measure of comfort and understanding, going back to ancient times when we had that clarity, and God willing, we can achieve that state of clarity again soon in our time. I do want to say Mazal Tov to the families of the hostages. We're thrilled for you. We've been praying for you. It is a great simcha. It is a great day of joy, for at least to align ourselves with the joy that they must be feeling. That is a tremendous emotion that I assure you we will feel, and that I encourage everyone to tap into some way over the weekend and in the coming days. Shabbat Shalom, and we should only hear good news.